Hey, grade 7s. So we're back with another math video here. Today's lesson is going to be about median and mode. These are ways of checking central tendency. A more common word you might hear for this is averages. Now, the most common way of finding an average is using something called a mean average. That'll be in the video next time. Today we're going to look at two other ways, which are mode and median. So let's take a look at the first of these terms. If you find a mode average or a mode central tendency, the word I want you to think of when you hear mode is most, because it is the thing that occurs the most often. So the mode is the most often occurring one. So it is the most frequent number in a set of data. There can be ties when you find a mode. So let's say that you have a set of numbers and two of them are both the most often appearing one. The mode can be both of these numbers. There's also possibly no mode. So if you have a bunch of numbers and none of them repeat themselves, it's all different numbers all the way through, then there can be no mode as well. So here's two examples. So in the group of 5, 8, 7, 8, 10, the mode is 8. Why is the mode 8? Because 8 is the only one that appears more than one time. So it is the most often appearing one. So the mode, the most often appearing one, is 8. In the group of 9, 12, 9, 12, 4, 8, the mode is 9 and 12. 9 appears 2 times, 12 appears 2 times. They both are the most often appearing one because it's a tie between them, so the mode is 9 and 12. So I said that we're going to learn two words. Mode is one of them, and when you hear mode, I want you to think most, as in most often. The other word for today is median, and median kind of sounds like middle. It's got the and the d in the middle, so median sounds like middle, and it is the middle number. If you have to do this one, you have to put all the numbers in order, and the middle number is the median. If there are two numbers in the middle, so if you have an even amount of numbers and there's two numbers right in the middle, then you find the number that's exactly between those two, and that is what your median is. So let's take a look at two examples, because when we think median, we're gonna think the word middle. So in the group of 5, 8, 9, 13, 14, notice how these numbers are in order already. We can find out what the middle number is by going to the middle. So there's two numbers on this side, two numbers on that side. The middle number is 9. And again, it was important that before I do this, I put the numbers in order to find out which one's in the middle. So the median in this group is 9. In the group of 4, 8, 10, 11, 15, 16, again, notice how these numbers are already in order. There are two middle numbers. So I can see there's 2 here, 2 there, 2 there. There's 10 and 11 both in the middle. So the median is something that is exactly halfway between them then. So halfway between 10 and 11 is 10.5. So the median is 10.5 since both 10 and 11 are in the middle. So let's give this a try. On this page, I've got 3 example questions. So it says for all of them, we're going to have to find the median and the mode for each set of data. When we do this, we first need to put our numbers in order because that makes it far easier to find the median. When I'm doing this kind of work, I like to cross off the ones that I've been using. So the lowest number that I can see is 2, so I'm going to put that one first. The next lowest number I see is 4, so that one's going to go next, followed by 5, followed by 7, followed by 8, followed by another 8, followed by 10. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So there should be one that's right in the middle because that's an odd number of numbers. So let's go find the middle. So we can just go right to the middle. The median is 7. When I put the numbers in order, 7 is the middle number. The mode is the most often appearing one. Only one of the numbers appears more than once, and that's 8. So in this set of data, once I put them in order, I can see that 7's in the middle, so it's the median. The most often appearing one, the mode, is 8. And we've got our 2 answers. Let's look at our next set of data here. Again, before we start, let's put these numbers in order. So the smallest number this time is 8. So I've got 8, followed by another 8, followed by 10, followed by 12, followed by another 12, followed by 14. And now I've got all of my numbers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So my middle number, my median, is going to be two different numbers, because look at this. 10 and 12 are both in the middle. So what do I do when there's two numbers in the middle? In that case, I have to find a number between the two of them that's exactly between the two of them. Exactly halfway between 10 and 12 is 11. So even though number 11 is not in here, 11 is my median because I had two numbers in the middle, so I have to find the spot halfway between them. So my median is 11, because median means middle. Mode is most often appearing. I've got two 8s and I've got two 12s. So that means I've got two modes, because they both appear the most often. Both 8 and 12 both appear the most often, so I have two modes. Our left side of data over here, let's put them in order so we can find the median and mode. I've got number 1, it'll come first, followed by 2, followed by 3, followed by 4, followed by 7, and last of all would be 9. Let's see if we've got a middle number. So there's 3, 6 numbers. That means there's an even amount of numbers. So there's both 3 and 4 in the middle. What's a number that's exactly halfway between 3 and 4? Well, 3.5, or 3.5 is right in between those two. So that would be the median, because it's right in the middle between those numbers. Is there a mode? There is no mode. No number appears more than one time. So in this case, there would be no mode for this set of data. Let's take a look at one different kind of question as well. So our numbers are set up a little bit differently here on this frequency chart. We're looking at the prices of baked goods. We're seeing which one was the most popular. So maybe in half an hour at a place like a coffee shop, they sold two $2 items, one $3 item, three $4 items, and one $5 item. So we need to find out what the median and the mode are. There's a couple different ways we could approach this. The first thing we could do is just put all the numbers in order like we were doing on the other questions. Let's try that first. So there are two 2s, because my frequency says that there's two of them. There's one number 3, because it says there's one. There's 3 4s, because my frequency says there's 3. And there's one number 5. So I could set my numbers up like this and make it far easier to find the median mode if I'd like to. So let's check what the middle number is. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. That means there should be one right in the middle. That number right in the middle here is 4. So the median in this case would be $4. That's the most often, that's the middle, sorry, the middle appearing one is $4. Mode is most often. 2 appears 2 times, but 4 appears 3 times. So the mode would be $4. Median means middle. It is the middle number when I put them in order. Mode is most often appearing. It is the 4, which appears 3 times instead of the 2 times that 2 appears. Now, I didn't have to necessarily put these in order like this. I could have used these to figure it out. In fact, looking at these frequency check marks, it's very easy to find a mode. Clearly, this is the most often appearing one. You can look down here and see it really easily, that the mode must be $4 because it happens 3 times. You could also consider this as being a number line and work your way towards the middle. So you could say that there's one here, one there, second one here, second one there, third one, this last tally here, that's the one that's right in the middle. That's a little less clear to see. Maybe in that case, it might be easier to put the numbers into order so that you can find the median. So in summary, whenever you're asked to find a central tendency or an average, and they ask for the median version, median means middle. So put them in order, find the median, find the middle. Mode means most often. So you'll have to see which one appears the most often. There can be no mode, or if there's a tie between some numbers, there can be more than one mode.